Hello, listeners, and welcome to Spooky Time with Mike and Mindy.
Hi, spookers.
Hey.
We went to a haunted bar in Milwaukee yesterday.
Last night.
Yeah, it's called Shaker's Bar, and it's located in Walker's Point on, 2nd Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Did you want me to read you a bit of the history of the building that we went to?
I think you should.
Yeah, okay. So, Shaker's is housed in a historic building from 1894, which was formerly a cooperage house from the Schlitz Brewery, a coal and oil distribution center for a heartbeat in the early 1920s, and then a speakeasy for the Capone family, with a, in quotes, soda bottling operation, and brothels on the 2nd and 3rd floor, which lasted until 1946. Shaker's is the only cigar bar in Milwaukee, is considered among the top 5 haunted bars in the U.S., and has won some cool awards for its food and also its wine and beverage programs. And this information I found from theculturetrip.com. So there's a lot of history in this building, but I feel like there's a lot of history with a lot of Milwaukee buildings.
Yeah.
Especially downtown.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the atmosphere, though, here. It was very,
Yeah, the bar itself, I liked it.
Yeah.
Walking in, it's like all hardwood floors,
Yes,
wood
it's
walls,
so pretty.
enormous wall-sized mirrors.
Yeah.
Across from the bar area, there were 2 bars actually.
Yes, yeah. It was very large,
Yeah,
and a kitchen where you could actually see everybody making all the food and stuff, too.
And
The
then there was
moldings.
a lounging area.
Yes.
So you step up to
Yeah.
get to these I would consider them antique, but couches and
Yeah.
things of that sort.
Yeah, and I loved the colors and the vibe, and it was definitely what it was years and years ago, and it maintained that classic
and
historic feeling.
One thing I'll give them credit for, and this is a very odd minor compliment, but
Okay.
for all the old and original and antique stuff that was in there, it wasn't that dusty.
No, it wasn't.
Right.
It felt like it should be, but it wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
I walked in and I'm like, okay, get ready. My nose and my eyes are going to start. Oh, and they never did.
Yeah. Well, and knowing that it's super haunted, you always just kind of I don't know, you picture a haze or a musk or something.
Yeah, but it was pretty clean.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't modern by any stretch of the terms. It wasn't clean, sleek, modern. No, it definitely was, made you feel like it was, from 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah.
But it wasn't dirty or filthy or
Well, and I don't
dusty.
think they can have an operational restaurant and bar.
Well, no, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I was refreshing, to go into this what's supposed to be historic and old building and then walk in and see the decor, but it was
unlike
nice.
a museum or something where you
yes.
you can tell that things
there's
need
the layer
to be
of
dusted.
dust that they can't quite get to.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so sorry, that was my minor compliment.
I mean,
I thought it was.
I loved it. I
liked
loved
it.
the atmosphere. I want to ask you really quick though, because I
Okay.
didn't put it on our list. But
Oh no.
did you think it was haunted?
In the sense that I think most places are.
Yeah, in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I felt the same sort of vibe. I feel a lot of
Yeah.
historical
Just
places that have been there a long time.
Yeah, nothing too extreme. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
definitely a lot of energy and stuff. And we really only went in the main bar area and the bathrooms.
Yeah.
And then we sat outside for the most part because this is a cigar bar. And you can actually, it's one of the only places that I know of that you can actually still smoke inside.
Yep.
So we were out on the patio just because I do have asthma and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely is kind of a spooky, chilling vibe while you're there because there's definitely a lot of spiritual energy, at least in my opinion, for sure.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. So if you're into that it was fun. We're going to talk first about the drinks.
Okay.
So, they had a few there were 2 specialty beers. I don't remember what one of them was because that's not the one you ordered, but Sprecher actually makes 2 beers just for Shakers.
Yep.
And one of them was called the Ghost Ale, and I'm super sad I didn't try it, but you thought it was good for an ale, right?
Yeah, I ordered the wrong thing.
Yeah, he likes dark beer.
I normally like dark beers, and I said the wrong thing. It was good. I mean, it wasn't a bad quality, it just wasn't the flavor that I wanted.
Yeah, it just isn't your preferred type of beer.
Yeah, but it was well done. Although, I will take this moment to say the glass that it came in.
I loved it. I should have bought the pint glass. I'm really sad. We'll talk about the merch in a second.
Okay, well, the glass had the symbol.
Yes, the little ghost. I did share...
Etched into it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I shared a picture of the outside of Shakers on Instagram and our stories, but I'll post that picture again where you can see their little ghost logo, which I am obsessed with. But first I want to talk about the Death in the Afternoon drink that I had. Mm-hmm. It actually was a $5 discount on this. If you... are going on a tour, you get discounts on the 2 spooky beers and this Death in the Afternoon drink, and then also on the merch. The Death in the Afternoon drink was absinthe, Prosecco, and had like a bitters cube in the bottom.
No, it had bitters, and then there was a sugar cube.
Well, I looked up the menu online, but...
I thought there was a sugar cube.
I don't know, bitters and maybe a sugar cube. Maybe the menu wasn't very specific online, so maybe I just read it
there were
wrong.
Bitters and then a sugar
Gotcha.
cube. Yeah, that's what they...
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, which made me worried because you're like, I don't want to really have a lot of sugary drinks. I'm like, they literally just put a cube in it.
Yeah.
So how did it taste?
I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I'm a huge sucker for themed drinks, and so I loved it. And each drink on the cocktail menu had its own little story.
Yep, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, this one was pretty much like, I don't remember the name of the person, but like Joe Schmo, had 8 of these Death in the Afternoon drinks and then pretty much killed himself. So,
okay.
But yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to give anybody like a trigger or anything. But I thought it was really fun because each of the drinks had their own little quip and story to them.
Okay.
But yeah, it tasted awesome. I loved it.
Black licorice. That's what I was going for this whole time.
Oh.
Like, what did it taste like? And then you just...
Delicious.
It's like a sassafras, like a black licorice. That was
if
the
you
taste.
like black licorice, you'll like it.
If you don't like it, you probably won't like this.
Yeah, you'll hate it.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty delicious. I had a sip. So.
Yeah, I think it was the first time I ever had absinthe, and I loved it. I ended up having 2 of these.
Which, speaking of which, you had 2.
Oh, yeah.
What happens at 3?
Oh, you can only have 3. It says on the menu that they won't serve you more than 3.
They cut you off after 3. So I thought that was also worth mentioning.
Yeah. So, but I thought it was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
For the food, we looked at the menu. A lot of it, surprisingly, was like seafood options, which I did not expect. Like a pub bar sort of grab like fare, There was a bunch of pizza, but then like any of like the handheld stuff a lot of it was seafood. Most of it, as you know, we couldn't have being vegan, but they did have a hummus plate that we were able to have, which I thought was really good. You know, I don't really like hummus as a vegan, which is super weird, but I liked it.
But they did accommodate us.
Yeah.
So like we asked, they checked and they changed the type of bread that would normally come with it. And
they fried up a corn tortilla for us instead, and then put that in the hummus, which was delicious with a bit of balsamic dressing.
Yeah.
So,
no, it was great.
It was good. So yeah, there's a lot of merch with the little ghosty symbol on it.
A lot of wearables.
Yeah, there were There were like 3 different types of shirts, like tank tops, T-shirts for men and for women, and then I think maybe one other type of shirt as well. And then there were bumper stickers and the pint glasses that you could buy that you get your drinks served in. What else? Oh, some underwear, garments, because they do, like, you can stay at Shakers, I believe. You can rent out a room. And so it says, like, I slept with a ghost on it, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
So, you didn't buy any merch, but I did buy one of the shirts.
I didn't buy merch, but... Oh, you already have it written down.
Yeah, that's what we're going to say.
The keychain.
We both got free keychains.
Flashlight keychains.
Yeah.
Which was super great because by the time we got them, it was dark, so we were using it to, like, light the way and light things up and just be funny in general.
Yeah, I'm a little sad we didn't get them before we embarked on the tour, just because then it's like just an extra little piece of the tour. Not that like you need a flashlight for this or anything, but I don't know. I thought it was really cute because it had the little ghosty on it, and it's just a nice little way to commemorate the tours that you go on.
Yeah.
So the current tours that are available, if you go to hangmantours.com, that's where you'll find all this information. There's the Shakers, like, original tour, and then Shakers 2.0, which is a bit more intense, I think, and you use some, like, I forget what they call them. They're like the spiritual rods to, like, try and contact ghosts and stuff. And then the one that we went on was the Cream City Cannibal tour, which has had a lot of controversy over it, and we don't really want to go into the tour itself because we don't want to do any disrespect or anything to any of the victims, and it's pretty recent.
The community in general.
Yeah. I think the tour, if it's something that you're interested in, I think they do a pretty good job of keeping it more psychological based and not so murdery based.
Yeah,
so.
It wasn't really like, I'll speak to it a bit, like it
Yeah.
wasn't sensationalized, it wasn't glorifying either. It was more just about the facts and, like you said, the psychology of how something like this could happen, or what could have caused this. Was it nature? Was it nurture? So it did kind of give you something to think about and examine the situation and the person, rather than trying to make it something that it wasn't.
Right.
So I appreciated that. It stuck to the facts.
Yeah. So, and I did like going downtown and walking around and learning a bit more about the history of Milwaukee and stuff.
Yeah, that was nice
that's
too.
Definitely a really good aspect of
Yeah.
it, because you're learning more about the buildings and things, like, too, as you're going.
This business used to be this, and this used to be that, and before that it was this.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah, and I liked learning more about that area and that community. And they really did talk about the community and the impact on that as well. So if it's something you're interested in, I definitely recommend that tour. I thought it was worth the money, and you get a keychain, and discounts on drinks. So yeah. Our tour guide, I wanted to say, was Andre, and she did a really great job, and she's got some skills walking backwards.
Yeah. So now, I guess to give some clarity, there isn't like a path. You're just on the city streets.
Yes.
So, road hazards, people walking, people on scooters, motorized scooters apparently. Children coming by. We had like code words, so we'd say unicorn if there was a child, so she wasn't talking about some kind of gruesome murder.
Yeah.
But no, she did a great job. She walked backwards pretty much the whole time.
Like a pro.
Like facing us, and talking.
Yeah, I definitely could hear her very well for the most part, unless like there was like an ambulance or the squeaky train coming by.
The squeaky wheel train.
Yeah, which I mean, she has no part. Like that's
or
not
some random person
fault.
that had started drinking at noon and came by and was like, "Wait, I had a question."
But that's downtown Milwaukee.
I don't remember. Never mind. I'm like, okay, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
No, but that's pretty normal. Milwaukee downtown, so I mean, I never feared for my safety for any of it, but you're just kind of like, all right, bye.
Yeah, the tour is like maybe a mile and a half walking, so just wear
about that. You
nicer
walk
like walking shoes.
3 blocks one way, 3 blocks back.
Yeah.
5 blocks one way, 5 blocks back.
Yeah, and you do get a short intermission to stop at the bar if you want to drink.
Restroom or another drink.
Yeah, so, and it lasted about an hour and a half, which I thought was...
I definitely felt pretty I guess for as long as it was and we had to stop in the middle, I wasn't too concerned about, like, I'm fatigued or, like,
we walked slow,
I need more water, I have to go to the bathroom. I definitely felt like all my human bodily functions were well taken care of.
Yeah.
So, nothing to really worry about on that.
And I was definitely engaged, and our tour guide was very engaged with us and talked to us as if, like, she cared. And I really thought that was awesome.
Well, and especially too, what else I think both of us liked about it was that there was more discussion about the people and more off the cuff stories as well of since it did happen here.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just wanted to also give a shout out to Becky.
Fun Becky.
And Ryan for coming with us on the tour.
Yeah. They were good sports.
Yeah, they were awesome, and I'm really happy that they were able to come with us. It was
I
super,
agree.
Well, I don't want to say it was super fun, but I did have a good time at the bar specifically.
Yeah, we enjoyed our time with them.
Yeah. So I was happy they came. Would you go back? Would you recommend? I mean, I think we would recommend this tour specifically if anybody's interested in it, but
I think I'd recommend just in general,
yeah,
like the tours or
yeah,
or even just to go there. Absolutely. I think it's worth just seeing.
yeah,
Really quickly.
yeah.
When we came back, it was darker, and we were sitting out on the patio, but you could get the view up the stairs of like the side entrance.
Yeah.
And there's like this mannequin sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of like staring up the stairs. You're like, oh, what's that?
Yeah, it's just staring down.
It's just looking down at you. Like, so they had like stuff like that, like
yeah.
things that would like if you picked up on it, it's like looking at you.
Yeah.
Or,
Did
like,
you see like over the bathrooms there was that small room with like the spooky
yeah,
like stuff
what
happening?
was that?
I'm not sure.
So yeah, I definitely would recommend going to the bar if you would be interested in any of the tours. I think check them out.
Yeah.
I think too, especially in the Milwaukee area, there's I don't think there's a bunch of tours or exciting, unique things. I mean,
I think there
aside
there
from beer focused tours.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Brew City, obviously, but I mean, apart from that,
Yeah.
I think it adds to the mix of history that you can learn.
Yeah, well, and I think that we are going to try and go back for the Shakers 2.0 tour. Fun Becky said she's already down for that, but I'm thinking probably more in like winter because that one is an indoor one, so we'll be able to get some spookiness in winter.
Okay.
There are two, the Whoring 20s and the Milwaukee Dead that are listed on the website that aren't available right now, but both of those sound awesome. So whenever they do become available, those are ones I want to go back for as well. So I can see myself going back at least for 3 more tours, and then just in general, I liked that bar a lot. I thought it was fun. There were skeletons and stuff like dressed up, and like the servers and stuff were awesome.
The staff they were all really like.
Do you remember the name of our
happy,
server?
helpful.
She was awesome too. Oh darn.
Oh man.
She's
I think it
red
starts
hair,
with M.
and she's
she's
super
nice.
friendly.
Yeah. No, like I think everyone I came into contact with was nice, and they seemed to like genuinely.
They really love their jobs.
Yeah, they were genuinely happy about
there.
working there. No one felt like this job again.
Yeah,
like,
and they all had their own spooky stories of things that have happened to them in the bar too. So if you take the time and just talk to the people working there, I think that's kind of fun too. So
yeah, and of course make sure you tip everyone well.
Yes, tip everybody.
It's a service industry, so make sure you tip them.
Yeah. Don't forget to tip your tour guide.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I had a great time. I think we're going to try and find some other ghost tours and things in some other areas, but also these ones as well, just because it was kind of fun. I've always shied away from this stuff because I've been too scared, but I think everything's just fine.
Yeah, I think everything went well.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything of concern.
Yeah, so
I think company too has how your mindset is and who you're with. That plays into it as well.
Yeah. So I think it was awesome. I think if you get a chance to go to Shaker's Bar, even just for a drink, I think you should 100% do it. It's awesome. So
yeah.
With that being said, I think this episode's done. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Stay spooky, spookers.
Bye.